Sometimes, without warning, we find ourselves in danger, unable to reach out for help. I'm William Shatner. Tonight, true stories of courage under fire and the heroes who come to our aid on Rescue 911. We begin on November 20th, 1988, in Pacoima, California, as three high school friends set out to explore the nearby mountains.
Over a period of 1 year in the Angeles Crest Forest area, there have been 5 deaths. The whole mountain range is very dangerous. People want to climb and want to explore, and they get up in an area with loose shale that is very, very steep. And should they fall from the area, they would go down hundreds of feet down to the bottom.
On November 20th, 1988, high school friends Melissa, Josh, and Eric set out to hike in the mountains above Pacoima, California.
The sun was shining down. It was nice and quiet. We just kept hiking and hiking. It was great.
It was like no big thing starting off. I mean, they're firm rocks, and it eventually started getting steeper, and it started getting kind of slidey.
We kept climbing up, and we were to the point where we had to struggle to get up further.
"18-year-old Josh was in the lead.
Come on! You just got your a little higher.
Josh, you gotta slow down.
Josh! Watch out!
I can't make it, Josh.
I knew I was in trouble when I looked over my shoulder and just seen how high up I was. The track holes below us were like the size of a matchbook.
The steep shale cliff was crumbling under their feet, making it impossible to move safely. They were trapped.
When I saw that we couldn't get down or up the mountain, that's when I started to panic.
Josh, we can't go any further.
We looked up and we saw hang gliders, and we all started yelling at them.
From a house down below, someone heard their cries for help and called 911.
Someone help us!
Calling to tell Pacoima resident. There's about, I can see 3 people up there on the side of the hill. If I send the engine company over to your place, could they get to this person from... I think they can get to them from down below. Okay, I'll send an engine company over there to your place, and then you show them where these guys are at, okay? Okay, so long, they'll be there shortly. Okay, bye-bye.
So, Jeff, you want to go in quarters and let them know what they have?
7. 91, Battalion 12.
Units from the Los Angeles City Fire Department responded.
The rocks are giving!
And we couldn't get back down because the rocks were all falling, and I was afraid we were going to slide and fall down.
Help us, please! Please! Josh, please! Please!
Oh.
The fire department was on the scene within 10 minutes, but the kids were too high up the unstable slope to be reached safely.
On the mountain. If you're okay, raise your one hand. We have help coming on the way. This is Pacoima Canyon. We have 2 that looks like juveniles. We're not sure. Apparently spec. We will need a helicopter and a repelling team.
Rescue 911, Roger. We'll get you some repellers.
Battalion 12, Roger. You're getting fire 3. Opening Battalion 12. Also notify the helicopter.
2 fire department rescue helicopters were then sent to the scene.
We have 3 parties stuck at this time. Please.
Firefighter Gary Ingham was the hoist operator.
A lot of times you think ahead of time. You try to figure out your strategy and how you're going to go about and do these things, and every one of them is different.
One chopper would try to pick the kids off the steep cliffs, while the other, piloted by Sam Cooper, directed the dangerous rescue.
I'm flying what we call the command ship. It's an aircraft that's in control of the other aircraft, and you coordinate the events of the helicopters with the incident commander.
OCD, fire 1 copy transmission from Battalion 12, westbound, 5-minute ETA. OCD, you copy fire 1, channel 8. Oh, fire 1.
down there?
Okay, we got 3 victims down there.
As we arrived on scene, we could see 2 victims together and one further up the hill in a more precarious position.
Must have been on the left side, the one that started to slide, huh? Yeah.
The 3 that were up there were in a situation that was very dangerous. If they fall from those elevations, they could kill themselves.
When we continue,